OBS, connection re-successful, it's telling me. When I hadn't done anything. Well, the kilobytes per second, and there they go. Down to 0. Just as I'm about to say the kilobytes per second look good. $2,000, 2005, an unstable 5,000, 0. So I know it's not me because everything loads correctly. My internet's perfectly fine. Could be the server. Lots of people have been having issues with Twitch lately. But the important thing is it is up now. Well, if the bitrate's all stable, it's only stage 1. We can't just continue from interruption on stage 1, can we? Let me get all my windows on the tablet where they're supposed to be. Okay. That's back up, that's back up. Even little avatars are all back up. Look at them go dancing down there. Alright, emulator, let's restart you from the beginning. Goal to satisfy beating the game for, what is this, 1982? For an endless repeating game from 1982. I'm gonna count it as beaten if I do 2 full loops, no game over. If I want it to be really pro, I would say 2 full loops, no death at all, but that'd be professional Popeye player Guinea. I'm not on yeah, you could tell I'm not on professional Popeye player Guinea. I saw him look up, I thought I could beat him out. I thought I can do it. Let's see if I can't win just some more hearts, get an easy access. Hey again, Toasty. You here to give some more support, Toasty? Some more emotional support? I can keep punching this. It's 30 points each time I punch it. That's gonna be the real secret to score attacking this, right? Toasty, I gotta see which way Bluto's looking. More points. 30 more points. Toasty, what you crying at, baby? Yeah. It couldn't be helped. He was already down. See, Toasty? Toasty, you're killing Popeye. That's actually a mean thing to say, Toasty. It's a good thing you're a cat and can't fully understand my words. $600 points for touching him. Last 2, Popeye. Popeye, just jump up and grab him! 0 Popeyes on stage 1. This is how we make it an enforced 1cc. I gotta watch out for his tickly arms. If he looks down, I can't be anywhere in the same zip code below him. He's standing in midair, Bluto! Bluto, what's the justification there? That's a secret Popeye, is always on spinach. He's also got his own stash. I wanted to see what the priority would be if I jump on the seesaw when the bottles go out. And now we see the answer is there's no overlap, it's not safe, hazard is hazard is hazard. He learned fear. He went down because he knows a bucket awaited him. A bit too close to the tickly arms there for my liking. Come on, Bluto, a little bit more. Ooh, 1,000 points, nice. So there's even more points to get if it's one you can only reach by jumping? Baby, what's wrong? Onyx is taking a cat nap right now, Toasty. He'll play with you later on, I'm sure. And when it's time to cook dinner, I'll give you both snacks. How's that? Play and snacks, Toasty. That one did not want to be caught. Oh, I missed the bottles. Every time I want him to throw bottles so I can punch him, nothing. The one time I'm about to win, suddenly he throws all of them. Yeah, it's 500 up here, so... Oh, it's too low! He's depriving me of points on purpose. That's what's going on here. That time he was being a bro, he wanted me to get the points. Oh, too slow, not gonna get it, not gonna get it. Didn't get it. Should have been 1,000. Bluto also going after Sweet Pea. That's not fair, Bluto. That's not your baby. Glass is getting all smudgy. Give me a second. Where did I even get all these smudges from? The splashes from drinks, from cooking I get? What's the thumbprint on the inside? No deaths. Final stage of the first loop. Scratch that. It moved away just as I was gonna jump onto it. I suddenly have no trust for these anymore. Gotta be careful, Mr. Tickle Fingers. So you might have to wonder if the birds could actually kill me in this mode. I can't imagine they would, but you never know. It is a game of this era, after all. Still a few more to go. LP. That P just went all around the world to get back over there. Okay, so only one death for the first loop. We got 2 lives to go. If we do 1 life for the first loop, 2 life for the second, we can still do this. Come back around, Bluto, before the skulls get here. Oh, the skulls go away when you got the spinach. So you can't grind them for points. I feel like for the second loop of this, the smart strat is just to wait for the hearts to get low and Bluto to get high. He's not doing too much from all the way down there, so it's actually kind of... And here he comes. You heard me smack-talking him. But I also don't want to be on the same level as him, because if he starts throwing bottles and the skulls start coming from behind, I can't bash him away forever. And especially not from getting pinched in. No tickle, no tickle. I thought he was gonna go for the downwards tickle. Instead, he did the lunge. That is not going to be an escape maneuver I'm going to repeat. I thought she was a clown this time. The one threat. I keep forgetting that Bluto is a physical object even if I'm jumping upwards. Sweet Pea, how could you betray me like this? Toasty, now's not the time, baby. Toasty, now's not the time, baby. Not now, Toasty! Got him. Careful with that mouse, Toasty. I know you're a cat and all, but that's not the mouse you want to touch. Playing some dangerous games here. Oh, that was close. He did a double. There's no snacks here, Toasty, I promise. That's just wires and debris. Okay, so we got 1 Popeye to go. 1 Popeye to go to finish this treacherous stage. And then I'll count this one complete and Child Guinea satisfied. Sound good to you, Toasty? There's only 1 spare Popeye, though. See, as a kid, I didn't think much of this, because it's a kind of simple game, which is one that's very easy to lose lives on. last life. What? No fair! Come on, Bluto! But if you're actually trying to not lose, it's rather tricky. You can't start me up on a platform like that with very few options of where to go and then have Bluto look up right away. To get the 1,000 points. That's alright. I got the 3,000. Careful with those wires, Toasty. Wires aren't for kitty cats to chew on. I was want to throw the bottle, or not, punch the bottles. But I was already on the ladder. Up, Popeye. I gotta get used to how little forward momentum I have on the jumps. Okay, that's enough 500 farming. Extra 1,000 points. Score farm, thy name is Sweet Pea. Yeah, Blue, you stay there. Get some more. 500 off of him. Unless Little comes back around, just to interrupt the jump. Man is a jerk. He just won't let Popeye have his fun. Okay, loop one final stage. We've got this down to a science now, don't we? Bluto! He was doing the double up-up! I'm pinched between a bird and some troll platforms. I haven't got a choice of where to go. Okay, no tickle, no tickle. I think if I stand here, he's gonna come on over. Aww. The bird's 1,000 either way, it looks like. Pinch me from below. I think the best strategy for this map is simply wait for all the letters to get down and pick them up safely from below. It's not very exciting for score, perhaps, but it's safe. No, no, no. And that's why I was turning around. There was one final letter. One wafer-thin letter. Okay, I got one Popeye to finish all of Loop 2 then. $600, $600, and the other one is too far away to mess with. He really wants me to have all the score this time. I don't trust, I don't trust. We haven't seen what happens yet. If an object is allowed to sink all the way down, but I'm pretty sure it's just gonna be a loss of life. So no point testing that, especially on Loop 2. If I'm super cautious, and Bluto isn't too trolly from below. Move, move, move! Oh, couldn't get it. Maybe I should just collect as many as I could fit down here, and then pick them all up at once. I can't see that being a disastrous strategy. And that's why I really don't want to be below those! And there goes the bitrate again. Bitrate being stable again. You being alright, bitrate? It's alright now. Gotta keep my eye on it more. Oh, alright. We got no spare Popeyes. We've only got this one final Popeye to finish the ship on the second. Don't look up, Ludo. Okay. The map is fairly small and fairly easy to traverse up and down. So, I'm gonna be super happy if I just let letters accumulate on the bottom, and then hook around to pick them up later. Popeye's priority— Don't you— Priority was gonna be just survival. Okay. Look at the ways like he's on his knee, serenading Olive. He's serenading Olive, and then the hearts come out. Know what that tells me? We're stealing Bluto's girl. These hearts are Bluto's hearts. And we're the ones picking them up to try to make Olive Oil like us instead. We're the bad guy here. The story of this game is we're stealing his girl. This isn't Popeye, help, help, like in the final stage. This is... It begins with the serenade, and now she's gushing everywhere. We're the baddies, trying to steal his lover away. And then it's only afterwards where Bluto ends up taking her away finally that things go sour in their relationship. You're a poison pill, Popeye. And then Bluto's coming home from a hard day of work. He wants to hang out with his girl and his child. And now Popeye is stealing both away from him. Truly, we're playing as a monster in this game. Oh, that was close. Oh, come on! Come on! So he's doing the ultimate uppercut of Popeye Sphincter. He wasn't going to the right yet. Being below him is so dangerous. At any moment he could choose to tickle down. At any moment he could choose to make a lunge. If he follows me here, if he follows me there, I'm effectively dead. If I don't time it well enough. I mean, either way, if he follows me over, I'm dead. Because even if I do grab Sweet Pea and go to the top row, he's still gonna go all the way up and then down. So I don't want to be caught by Bluto on the bottom left on that map. Oh, get back over here. 1,000 pointer. Such a heartless Popeye, stealing another man's love. Bottles? Bottles? No bottles? He mistook my thrown punches for let's fight, but it's really throw me your bottles so I can punch those out. The real challenge run for this is going to be no deaths and no objects hit the bottom. Given how aggressive Bluto and the Skulls can be, that could be a very tall order. Get double 1000s. So given the effective Bluto range, His very presence is cutting off more of the map than I realize. Oh man, what's he doing? I gotta get through him! No tickle, no tickle, no tickle. Those bottles could have still killed me. The man was straight up puppy dog guarding. Bluto was born to be a Dead by Daylight killer. When's that chapter gonna come out? The Popeye and Bluto Dead by Daylight? I don't like this positioning. Just give me some score. There sure are a lot of sea vultures here. Popeye never learned about no confiscation. No! No, 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 no! First he goes for the early up, then he chases right after him. That's okay, we're safe because 2 Popeyes is actually 3 Popeyes. It's okay if they fall down a little bit first. We don't gotta spell the words in order. It'd be pretty awkward if we had to spell them in order. Oh. I didn't know he was gonna do the double, but I couldn't stay there with the possibility of double. Possibility of double alone was still too deadly. Okay. 3 Popeyes for loop 2. We can do loop 2. Oh, too far. Not a good place to be, not a good place to be! Get up, get up, get up! How do I make Bluto go far, far, far away from me? I don't want him anywhere near me! Didn't mean to climb that then, but that went to my advantage anyway. Move, Popeye. No down, no down. Not gonna go for it, he was gonna jump on the skull. And this last 3 parts, all I gotta do is grab it, grab it, grab it, Popeye! Okay. I was gonna ask where the safe play would be to start off with here, but that's a trick. There's no safe place. If I went forward, I get stumped. If I go back, the skull would drop down on me. I got 2 more Popeyes. 2 Popeyes is plenty. Let me get Let's get some more notes down. And then I'll grab this. Hey, Hordians, up to you. Hoping you had a good gym day today, Hordian. That's not even halfway through the notes. That's okay, let them drop. Notes are allowed to drop down. Okay, Bluto could stay high. I have no problem with Bluto being high. That's his life. He can make his own adult choices. What if I get 1-ups from scoring this? If I do, there'd be a benefit to trying to grab all these little bonus things. Like this. I didn't get it. Almost. Is it the last note? Last note? Last note! Today was lazy day. Yesterday good gym day, tomorrow another. That's good. The body needs its rest after all. This is it. Third stage of the second phase. We got 2 Popeyes. This one and one in reserve. All I got to do to consider Popeye cleared is just finish this stage. Let the letters drop. Avoid Bluto, birds, and skulls. Ooh. You were gifted Hollow Knight by an internet friend. That's excellent, Hordian. I know Grandfaloon's been playing that a lot lately. With Silk Song coming out soon. To fulfill your honorable obligation. You know, it's kind of funny how some games have been delaying their release. Now that we know that Silk Song is coming out on, was it the 3rd? And so when I popped onto Reddit today, and I saw that Crusader Kings 3 has its very long delayed already Coronations DLC coming out on September 8th. All I can think was, oh, even Paradox is pushing back their DLCs by a week to not interfere with Silk Song. I see how it is. Okay, Bluto is being kind. He's not looking up yet. Things are not looking up for Bluto. Okay. Yeah. I was gonna say, even with Bluto a little bit away from me, I don't want to be too close below him because he could double stomp. Hell! It's spelled hell! You got the game cursing like a sailor, Popeye! Oh, I saw that. It's okay, it's okay. Because we got one reserve Popeye. We gotta wait for all those letters to come back down. But all we gotta do is spell things out and we're golden. Ha! Eat that, nerd! He thought he can get me with the early stomp. Save state? No, Hordian. I'm doing this honorably, Hordian. I wouldn't count this as a proper Guinea versus childhood if I was allowed to use save states. I have to conquer and beat the games of yore. There weren't any save states on the Bootleg Plug-and-play that childhood best friend Mark lent me. And so there shall be no save states today. If I'm too slow, I might actually see... Okay. Still in the game, still in the game. L and P. L and P, and it's done. Don't look up... Don't you fucking Bluto! Bluto! All I needed was L and P! That's all I needed! I do like to suffer, so it's in the spirit of things. That's okay. That's alright. Because we got... Like I said, this is the calm in-between game, between the real main events. Popeye is just a light, simple, fun 1982 really basic arcade game. You know? So, just 2 loops is enough to consider that fully done. It's basic, it's primitive, it's alright if it's a bit cheaty at the end. It's only 6 stages that I have to do, really. But doing 25 rounds of Kinnikuman, by which I mean dying on the 25th round, that is really accomplishment worthy, so I'm happy with that. And the next game coming up, I don't expect to get too far in it either, because all 3 games today are basically super basic, super basic, early to mid 80s, infinitely looping style games of a licensed variety. So there's not too much to take too seriously on. A few loops of doing good is basically all I could ask for. Something good to palate cleanse. Hordia! Are you daring to say that Popeye isn't something good? The international treasure Popeye. Quite possibly the finest of Robin Williams' works. The pride of Malta, that as far as I know still exists to this day. Popeye is a treasure, Hordian. I will not have anyone besmirching the name of Popeye. Hold the phone? Okay, now what? I should plug in the phone, now that I'm holding the phone too. 8% battery. Robin Will... Hordia! Hordia! You don't know the 1980s Popeye, Hordian? There was a whole movie, Hordian. Let me get my windows rearranged here. There was a whole movie with Popeye. A whole movie with Robin Williams playing Popeye. And Shelley Duvall in the role of Olive Oil. Display capture. And of course, now that Popeye's earliest episodes are in public domain, you gotta have the harvesting the public domain classic character horror movie. You're Brazilian, you don't know these things. Yeah, Hordian! You're Brazilian, so it's even easier to pirate, yeah? You missed out on quite possibly the best Popeye adaptation there is. Because everybody was perfect for their roles, the songs are great, the performances are great.
I'm Popeye, the sailor, and I am what I am, what I am, and I am what I am, and that's all that I am, 'cause I am what I am.
Apparently 1980 audiences didn't get it. But it's art! This is your homework, not Hordian. You said today's your lazy day? So your homework for your lazy day, to pump you up for your next gym day, is to find and watch the Popeye movie, Hordian. There will be a quiz.
I must trust only, baby. You're a baby, it says here, right there, right?
Robin Williams,
And it fits the tone
Shelley Duvall,
of the source material so well, too. Not just the characters and the setting, but the gags, the comedic timing of everything. I kind of feel this is one of those show everything about the movie trailers, isn't it? But yeah, the movie exists, and the movie is excellent, and the movie is quite possibly the best Popeye adaptation there was. So, now that you know that the Popeye movie is a blind spot for you, you gotta correct. You quit university. Well, the learning never ends. Golden Boy Kintaro also left university when he was so close to graduating because he felt that there was more life to learn. This is your Golden Boy Momentordian. Can I get a second one? Hey, oh, right as I touched it, should have been 1,000. For a game like this played in 2025, a lot of it is having to learn, or to unlearn, some fairly modern conveniences. Like going up the seesaw, right? You would expect that if you and the enemy are both flying through the air from the seesaw, you are both in a somewhat transparent state in which you can't affect each other, right? Even in the 90s, I was poisoned by what would have been modern. Wrong. In 1982, anything that can kill you will kill you. Okay, Bluto, don't look up. No, he was following me. Come on, Bluto. Let me have this man. I'm gonna follow him now. And failed to follow him. And then he tried to get the revenge on me. This is only the first loop, too. I got no business dying on the first loop. But hey, despite dying, we're still at 2 Popeyes. So I think at some point I must have picked up a score 1 up. I gotta be careful getting boxed in. I do want to mostly keep some distance between Bluto and myself. And if I could collect a number of letters on the bottom to pick up at once, that's great. But I don't want to get boxed in doing it. Last 2 letters. Fuck! Oh, I just wanted to turn around and get the P! I just wanted to get my hands on the P! Is that so much to ask for? That was it! It was just the P! P and I would have been done with the first loop. Now I got 2 lives for the second loop. Get more score. Every 30 score gets me closer to more score 1 up. Popeye really is a bully on this map. He's got 2 opportunities to harm Bluto. Every other map he's only got the spinach. This one he's got the spinach and the opportunity to drop a bucket on him. No, 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 no. Don't jump down, Bluto. Don't you do it. Olive doesn't like guys who jump down. That's the last hearts. Okay, got 2 lives for 2 more stages. Golden Boy also witnessed a lady have an orgasm by revving her bike's motor while mounting it. Yes, that's the only thing you know about Golden Boy. You got 2 homeworks tonight then, Hordian. Golden Boy and Popeye. In whichever order you want. I think ideally I would like to get a bunch of musical notes down before I get the spinach. Freeze them in place. It looks like she only throws 4 maximum. Because I was sitting there and she wasn't releasing any more notes. Okay, careful. I forgot that he could also take that. He's gonna take the escalator. Don't do your double jump, Ludo. No double jumps, please. I thought I wasn't gonna get it. Hence me jumping to the left. Okay, let me try to lure him away. Don't go left. This guy's trying to get me killed! Alright. We're exactly where we were before. We are at the final stage of Loop 2 and 2 Popeyes. And there's no easy way to score far more Popeyes here. It's gonna start from below. So I'll let him do his thing. Get around as he likes. Got ourselves 2 letters down below. Hep. That platform is so trolly. I gotta get him. You focus on your bottles, Bluto. We call that bottle maxing. There's a couple layers up. ELP. ELP, then done. E-L-P. And that one P likes to go around the world. Wait, that was second loop though, right? So, second loop, you don't get the skulls on the 3rd stage, huh? I guess that is a kindness. Because could you imagine if they had Bluto, the bird, and the skulls all at once? So we've done 2 full loops without game overing, which satisfies me for a basic game like this. It's basically all you could ask for with a game like this. Popeye NES. Popeye video game. Can punch bottles thrown at him. Can only hurt Brutus after eating 1 can of spinach in each level. No jump button, unlike Donkey Kong. Okay, how many... Tell me about any possible looping mechanism. 24 hearts, 16 musical notes for 24 letters of the word help on the way to the sea hag, Brutus, and other dangers. Other dangers. The only other danger is the bird. Development, ports, reception, legacy. Okay, the wiki article doesn't say anything, but as far as I know, this is just an endlessly looping thing. YouTube Popeye Arcade full game is only 13 minutes long. That's arcade, though. The NES long play, World of Long Plays, Popeye YouTube video, is 10.5 minutes long. I think I can take that as a pretty good bit of evidence that this is a infinitely looping game in which it's not expecting you to play forever. Stage 1, Stage 2, Stage 3, Stage 1, Stage 2, Stage 3, yeah. As far World of Long Plays is only considering 2 full loops also for full game completion. Which means we are, if that's my goal, if my goal is the goal that I gave myself, and 2 loops, no game over suffices, we did it! We won! GG's all around! I didn't mean to get the death. Bluto is just being extra aggressive on loop 3. It could be that he actually is programmed to be more aggressive on loop 3 and every subsequent loop. Or it could just all be the RNG. Well, he's getting us all fully stomped in now. Is that my last Popeye? That was my last Popeye anyway. So not bad. Like I said, the game is super basic, it's super primitive, it's 1982. Basically, a year after Donkey Kong. So, you know, I'm not expecting that... What is it? Getting vengeance for the child who couldn't beat it back in 1990 whatever would have to be a super involved thing. 2 loops, no game over. You know, that's more than I've ever done. And that's more they could ask for. So, Popeye, much like Kinnikuman now, is satisfactorily completed. The third and final game for tonight is going to be my phone lighting up for no reason. Is going to be Macross, the NES Macross, with the most diverse and intense OST of any NES game. So let's make all these Popeye 29 deaths. I'm sure I must have missed a few. So let's make those 29 Popeye deaths go away, so that Macross could build up a fresh crop of deaths of its own, and it's going to be a fresh crop of deaths of its own. How's Onyx doing right now? Onyx? is still catnapping there. He's under the hill of pillows, but the guy hasn't had his 4 o'clock meal. He just wants to sleep all day long. Either way, before we begin the third and final game. Where's my menu? Unhide menu. I am gonna give myself a final BRB. So, when we get back, we are going to be doing big NES Macross gaming. And until then, I gotta pee, so give me a second. Are you going to have it attract mode? No attract mode? Big West, 1985, Namco Limited? No, nothing? Okay. And then I'll turn on my own BRB music. Okay, now Onyx has woken up asking for food. It's about time. So I guess I'll be back when he's done eating. The cats have been fed. Onyx is finished his all-day catnap in here. I want to come back from stream, but I don't want to interrupt this really fire song. Thank you, Hordian. You just defeated a boss, Hordian, in Hollow Knight? Well done. Alright. I'm gonna bring the music to a close. We're never gonna hear the chiptune version of Xiao Pai Long anymore. Because we got the NES Macross game to finish. To start and to finish. And this is where I need to reveal a little secret that yes, I'm primarily doing this trio of Guinea versus Childhoods today. Because Macaw was playing, was it Super Nintendo Macross the other night? And I was watching him play the Super Nintendo Macross, and I thought, this looks very familiar. Let me see. Got my Twitch there. Should I pull up him playing it? Because basically, I was like, alright, Macross, I'm familiar with the anime. He was playing a few SNES shmups. I think it was the one before last, Axley and some other stuff, yeah? Edo no Kiba, was that the one? Run Saber, Rendering Ranger. Maybe it was the one before. The most ultimate SNES shmups. Yeah, there we go then. Area 88. Axley. There. Hold on. And so he began playing some Macross that night, right? And I thought, this looks very familiar. You know, he's playing as... He's playing the Super Nintendo game, but it looks familiar because he starts off as a jet, and his jet could turn into a mech. And I was like, what does this remind me of? What does this Super Nintendo Macross shmup remind? See, there's a little transformation right there. From mech to this little battle platform. And I couldn't figure it out, and I started looking around, and the reason why the Super Nintendo Macross game was so familiar to me was because it was the NES Macross that was familiar to me. The reason I had recognized a shmup about a little space plane that transforms into a mech or a weapons platform is because that's Macross. Much like Kinnikuman, right? Much like playing the Kinnikuman wrestling game and not knowing what Kinnikuman was. As a kid, I had no appreciation for what Macross was. I didn't even know what Robotech was, you know? Anime to me was like Totoro, Kiki's Delivery Service, later on, Dragon Ball, Sailor Moon, Tenchi. So when a friend lends me his 10,000-in-1 plug-and-play controller console, and I slap it onto the TV, Robotech is a budget 40K, completely Hordian. Yeah, exactly. You know it exists. You know it's old, and you think it's mecha. That's basically all the awareness I have. And that would have been long after this. For all I knew, this was simply a a shmup with an interesting gimmick in that your vehicle could transform from a jet plane to a mech to a kind of in-between thing, and that there was a different fire rate and a different mobility rate, different mobility speed. But I was a little kid who didn't have much access to video games because dad was very, very non-video gamey. And so, whatever, I try it for a little bit. I keep dying. I put it down, but it stuck with me. It stuck with me enough. Because, even in 1985, you have little basic NES graphics, but even basic NES graphics, you got some bright art and some dark background, and it pops out. It's visually distinct, and the whole premise of it being a Macross game. And so you got your jet plane that could transform. It sticks in your mind. And so when McCall was playing the SNES Macross, it fired off all the neurons of my memories. And so I had to hunt down what it reminded me of, and I found what it reminded me of, and I had to watch things. Little Let's Play, not really Let's Plays. You can't really do a Let's Play for this, because this is also, just like the previous two games, endlessly repeating ones. There is one stage of this game, there is one song in this game, and they both play forever. Much like, a little bit like Popeye, a little bit like Kinnikuman, it does get more difficult each loop. Kinnikuman got a bit more difficult because it would increase the speed of your opponent every few rounds or so, or incrementally, round by round. So eventually got some super fast opponents. And then, if you really, really, really loved NES Kinnikuman, after round 100, you're reduced from 30 seconds on the clock to 10 to start off with. And then you go to 225, loop to 0, start over. Popeye, second loop, it includes a sea witch that drops skulls, and that's basically it. But watching a couple of long plays of it, it does get more complex as it goes on. Child Me never finished one loop of this, so even just finishing stage one time would be enough to fulfill childhood me's satisfaction. So I guess the immediate goal is going to be beat the game once, which is to say, beat the first stage once, and you beat the game once. And then after that, we'll see how far I want to take this. Do I want to do 5 loops? 10 loops? As many loops as I can do to be fairly satisfied with getting enjoyment out of the game? Because it is endless. This game literally goes on forever. Let me see what the internet has to say about NES Macross. The comments in all the videos that I was looking at, be it the gameplay videos or the Xiao Pai Long songs, were in basically of 2 flavors. Either, wow, this really goes on forever, or, oh my goodness, hearing this song again brings tears to my eyes. I'm 16 in 1985 again. I'm back to the simple days. Controls, the Valkyrie, the Zen Trady, power-ups, walkthrough. It shows the 3 phases of the soul stage, but this wiki is not telling me how many actual infinites there are. It's basically endless. It never ends. It just loops over and over and over and over. Super Space Fortress Macross, 1992, vertically... Nope, too late. Show me the earliest one. Either way. Don't expect to see an end because there is no end. Let's get into it. I scored 100,000. Ready, Valkyrie, 3 left. So if I press this button, I could transform to this. And if I press that, I could be a mech. The mech's got some high maneuverability, high rate of fire. You could even shoot backwards. But there's also the scroll speed. The plane has a faster scroll speed to progress throughout the stage itself, but it doesn't have as good combat maneuverability, so I'm a lot slower in dodging. And unless I'm mashing the button, I got a slower rate of fire. And so this form here is basically universally agreed upon to be the good medium and likely what you'll be using most of the time. I've already lost so much of my health. P! Oh, I got hit. Attack! And then you go in, and then you survive. You see in the upper right now, in the upper right there's now a 30-second timer, which is why I'm going to this form, and then let's just try to shoot it all out! We gotta break the core! You got 30 seconds to get to the core, and then blast it, and that's the game. That is literally the entirety of NES Macross. And then you do it again. You do it again, except the enemy patterns get a little bit more difficult. You're underwhelmed, Hordian! Look, you gotta understand, I am a pro gamer in 2025. In 1996 or 1997, whenever it was that I borrowed the bootleg plug-and-play. Oh, I got a, was that a bonus missile bomb thing? In 1990, when I was borrowing childhood friend Mark's stuff and then breaking it by accident, I could even get through this part. I was awful at just this. And see, they've added mines. There's now mines I have to maneuver around. While the enemies do get more difficult. I can't believe, Hordian. I thought we were friends. I thought I could trust you, and you say that NES Macross underwhelms you. With these very visually distinctive graphics squeezed onto a 1985 cartridge. 1985. This is 1985 pretty, alright? It's like how the Wisconsin girl coworker you crush on might not be what counts as hot in New York City, but she's pretty damn cute to you. This is pretty damn cute to you. The first stage could be underwhelming because the first stage is meant to be difficult to little children like I was who aren't very good at video games. And then it increases the difficulty from there. If you've mastered stage 1, you can master stage 2. If stage 2 is too easy, they're gonna keep bringing the heat. Oh, we got him. I haven't even shown off. Oh, look at that! They got the Macross missile spam going on. And you know what? I got the same thing. I got a limited amount of them, but I could also spam the screen in missile attacks. P. This is only underwhelming now, Hordian, because I made the mistake of getting too much practice in this. I got the ROM, I got the very real hardware emulator, and it started off as testing it to see if everything works, familiarize myself with the controls, but it's too fun of a game, so I kept playing. So you're seeing how it looks with 10 minutes of practice. 10 minutes of practice and some childhood memories. So, I'm making it look easy. That's the problem here. I thought that was gonna get me. I wasn't sure where my upper limit was gonna be. Guinea, Hordian, what's up? What is the disappointment you're about to express, Hordian? More P. I'm actually surprised that I'm surviving. This is what, 3 loops in? Yeah, R3. Round 3. Oh, they've even got... They got gun turrets now. I make it look easy mostly because it probably is, and you were a child, it couldn't be games back in the 90s. You've seen me conquer the world. That's different! Conquering the world is easy, because that's real time with pause. I can take as much time as I need in Crusader Kings or Imperator Rome. This is action game. Action game requires a fair amount of finesse. I would have wanted the... Oh no, I'm actually gonna die here. No! Let me get to round 4! You see how little health I had there, Hordian? 3 rounds, sure, easy enough, but I nearly died on that 3rd round. Poor Hordian. It was 4 Just Cause games. And one of them was so miserable that I wish it was the only Just Cause game that existed. That's not skill that got me through. That's not even tenacity. That was pure stubbornness. That is a man who does not know how to quit on a bad thing. And if you look on my relationships of the past, that makes a whole lot of sense. But this is fun. This is the joy. This isn't a major campaign like Imperator Rome or Crusader Kings, and nor is it having to suffer through a abortion of... what's E? An abortion of a video game, like Just Cause 1 was. This is a simple snack. This is a California roll. It might not be the best sushi in the world, but damn it, it tastes good and you could pop it in your mouth quick-like. And the soundtrack is fire. No one could deny that this game has a killer soundtrack. Every single song in the game is good. Do you know how many games can boast having 100% of the soundtrack being good? I don't think so. Every single song is fire. Granted, there's only one single song, but that doesn't deny my point. I gotta use this more. I gotta use it when there's actual enemies on the screen. I'm at max missiles, basically. I'm not gonna run out of missiles. But I wish it'd give me more P's than M's. P. They're staring at me with highly judgmental eyes. Hordian, why? 45 seconds. They're giving me more time. So I could afford to stay in this form, where it's easier to maneuver. Also, something I noticed on the previous round is that using my missiles on the core didn't actually damage it. I gotta use my laser fire. You're staring at me judgmentally, and this game is making me feel like, man, I feel like I missed out on a cultural sensation. I need to watch Macross. This game is making me want to watch Macross. So, the game's gotta be doing something right. Round 5. Boy, look at that Hordian! I just dodged all those missiles! You're telling me that this isn't the height of excitement. Maybe it's different, because I'm playing it, you know? You're behind the pilot seat, and you could actually appreciate where the difficulty comes in. Because this is 1985, right? The craft, the Valkyrie, is not very maneuverable. So, it's giving me a whole lot of spam. And I don't have a lot of wiggle room in not getting hit. Maybe the mech could be better here, but I don't know. It feels like it's too fast for me. It's cool they could turn around, shoot behind me, but that doesn't help me out too much. If the missile spam button wasn't on select, I feel like select is a very... Death number 1. A very distant button for dodging around. I'm just hitting all these... I'm losing so much health just crashing into stuff now. P. Also pretty cool detail that the power-up itself is also an object that you could hit. And so not only could you push the power-up away, but it also blocks your attacks. See, Hordian. It's only 5 rounds in, but I'm losing all of my lives now. It's giving me P this early. And I didn't even grab it, it disappeared off the left earlier than I thought it would. I thought I could wait and then pick it up after. There's E. I don't know what E gives. E gives... Every time I use one of my missiles, there's no enemies to use it on. I gotta get through Stage 5. Stage 5 is my new final boss. So, for a game like this, should I count round 10 completion as satisfying me? Because we basically beat the game when we beat Stage 1. My question to self becomes, is 10 rounds too much to chew if round 5 is already kicking my ass this hard? Round 5 is already kicking my ass so hard. You're saying round 5 satisfies Hordian? But Hordian, I've only had these 3 games prepped for today. If I finish round 5 and end it there, then that's it. Do you dislike NES Macross so much that you just want to see it ended right here and now? This stage and no more. I could always try Gorogoa. But Gorogoa isn't a childhood game! This is a stream about beating childhood games. Gorogoa didn't even exist back when I was a kid, Hordian. And I'm using the theme, the uniting theme of the plug-and-play games from back in the day. I don't think that Goro Goro was part of the plug-and-play bootlegs. Even though this is quick maneuverability, the scroll being so slow makes me feel like the real disadvantage to this is it's prolonging the stage, and prolonging the stage means more enemies. If all these enemies are randomly generating, then being in mech form is actually the worst one, because it's giving yourself more room for enemies to spawn in. But I feel like this game feels like the enemies are on a set belt. That you're always going to see the same types of enemies at the exact same spots each time. So maybe mech form isn't the worst then. It's quick, and so it's very easy to accidentally crash into enemy bullets. But if I'm gonna see all the same enemies anyway... Game over. Game over. Learn to fly on new grounds. I might have played that one. Is that the one where you go down the icy slope, and then you glide, and then you crash into the ocean, and then you incrementally upgrade, and upgrade, and upgrade, and then you start flying more and more and more? Because I enjoyed that. And then they had the hedgehog one, which is kind of the same thing, except you try to get your hedgehog into orbit. I like games like those. Hence, playing Turtle Toss on my phone sometimes. Except I've kind of exhausted everything there is in Turtle Toss, and Burrito Bison 1 and 2. Burrito Bison is also of that flavor. Okay, so... shocking me, we have beaten stage 1. But stage 5 became a wall. Stage 5 is now my new white whale. (6:12 p.m.) Stream is normal. Stream is normal isn't up yet. I was gonna take a peek and see what somebody's playing, but there's no hint yet. Alright. So, the new goal. The new goal is round 5. Let's do it. High score. 865,100 has been updated. My score is a new high score. You see, they fit so much ultimateness into this game that they only had room for one song, and they had to make sure it was the best one they can get. This isn't a game that does compromises. If they could only fit in one stage and one song, they were gonna go all out with every single element. Which, for 1995, I'd say this is pretty damn good. I'm taking plenty of hits, even on stage 1, so I feel like it's not just the number of enemies and density of enemies and types of enemies, but maybe how hard they hit is also increasing, round by round. that guy's got a pot on his back. If I kill those ones in particular, do I get a drop? And so I've been missing out on all the drops. Nine seconds! 8 seconds to clear this core! It's a good thing they make these Valkyries out of sturdy material. So, if the original high score was like 100,000, then basically the default high score is just beating stage 1. Once you've cleared stage 1, then you are in full territory. No, I guess it's just the pot on the back of the missiles, maybe. If only B stood for barrier. Game like this, I like to have some invincibility sometime. Okay, can't be neglecting my missiles. If things get too hairy, that's what the missiles are for. Only round 2 when they're feeding minefields everywhere. I'm just eating shit! So much shit on my plate! I got no health, give me a P! Dying on stage 2 now. On round 2 I get killed. I think I peaked with the first attempt through this. Getting to stage 5 and dying there. I just gotta be constantly moving to avoid the missiles. It's a shame I can't see where my lives are. Current health, current round, how many missiles I have left, up to a maximum of 6 visible. But if I want to check out how many lives I gotta die to see how many remain. Wasn't putting that fast enough, almost crashed into it. I got so much sweat on my controller now. Seconds. Get the peek, get the peek, get the peek. Seconds, I got this, got this! Two Valkyries remain. Okay, round 3. This means we're officially halfway through from where we were before. Drove right into the missile. E is what? Extra? Is E for extra life? P is easy because it visually increases your power. M, I'm assuming is more missiles because that increases the icon next to my health. E and B have no immediately visible effects, so I can only guess. Oh man. One little crash. They don't make these jets to be ramming devices, do they? I can't be taking these hits. And I feel like power also includes my fuel, because every once in a while it will tick down very slightly. If that's the case, I'm almost dead from fuel alone. Oh, no. I don't gotta worry about that anymore then. 2. So maybe E is extra life. In that case, could you guys give me more E? It's kind of funny. It feels like being in the jet mode would be the most thematically appropriate thing to do, but because it has such little maneuverability, up, down, left, right, and around, it's kind of a liability to use it when the enemy density is too high. You don't get like the cool dog-fighting maneuvers that you can in the anime. P! Give me the P! That one crashed into me. Oh, if I get ahead of it, then it shoots a second time. So when those are on screen, if I don't kill it, I want to stay back. I'm not going to have the health to finish the core. Unless they give me P partway through. All I hit was the M. You guys got any P? Any P in here? P before the core. What if I say jet mode? Jet mode with my super slow dodge speed. But it gets through the stage faster. Maybe I want just get through the stage faster. If I hold the button down, he doesn't fire. Jet is semi-auto fire only. Half health isn't too bad in comparison. What if there's actually undocumented defense differences? What if the jet form actually has higher defense to simulate unseen dogfighting? You still take damage, but scratch compared to what the other forms take? That could be a fair kinda... Would that be a fair balance, or would that be too beneficial then? One hit KO. One hit KO. Game over on round... What was that, round 3? We gotta jump back into it! We gotta get to stage 5 at least! Maybe stage 5 really is going to be the satisfactory finish for this game. Might be hiding up top, that's not as exciting. And you know what? Since we did game over, let me quickly see something then. Hold on. NES Macross, because a couple of these wikis did have some information on what the different power-ups do. Fighter mode, fast scroll speed of all modes, small vertical profile, hard to hit. Yeah, right. No rapid fire offense capabilities, slowest on-screen speed of all the modes. Gerwalk mode, rapid fire offensive capabilities. Does not fire left when retreating. Con, can't fire to the left. Batroid mode, rapid fire offensive capabilities, capable of firing to the left. Fastest on-screen speed of all modes. Con, slowest scroll speed. Large vertical profile, easy to hit. Power-ups. B is bonus points. So B is worthless. I could hear Macaw's voice now. Oh, these people I see on YouTube. They say that there's no point picking up the score power-up. But then what's the point if you don't pick up the score power-up? So B is bonus, it's nothing. E is extra life as I thought. M is a missile, P is a power gauge. And that's basically it. So I want more P, I want more E. And I want to not crash into these other hostiles around me. They are at least pretty generous with the time for here. I guess as long as I'm not fully mech mode. Then just being in Gerwalk is this, in Gerwalk mode, is enough to get to the end and blast. Why is my tablet saying I'm running out of batteries? It should be plugged in. It is plugged in. Why are you saying battery low? Critically low at that. Hold on. Tablet, why are you not charging? This tablet is so scuffed. This little tiny magnet is supposed to be on the inside of the charger here, so it magnet attaches to the charging port. But for some reason that came out. And now it seems like it only charges when the plug is in and the tiny magnet is on a specific spot. I guess to hold it into place. But now it is refusing to charge. Is it somewhere down the line? You're plugged in? You're not. It lives. The tablet isn't getting some extra scuff damage after all. The plug just got pulled out. Alright. Round 2, let's do it. More M. I wonder what controls when power-ups come down. If it's based on number of enemies, specific enemies that I kill, or maybe it's just always set for the exact same time, like power-ups and extra power star resistance. Crash right into me, trying to go between the mines. Something was gonna hit me either way at where I was. Going out of my way to break those big ones hasn't really rewarded me much of anything, maybe points. Didn't mind the laser fire, could've done without the crash at the end. Yeah. How much you want to bet that red laser hurts more than blue too? 15 seconds, 14. Easily done. Now I just need my chair to stop sinking on me. 3 left for round 3. Round 3 is where we died at the second attempt through. How do we go to stage 5 on the first attempt, and then only 3 on the second? Bonus point! See, now we know that bonus point is an insult, because it could have been anything else. It could have been more missiles, if I actually use my missiles. It could have been more health. It could have been an extra life. Even just more health would have been nice, given I dropped to half and below so quickly. Health. See, if I don't get ahead of it, it doesn't do its second barrage of missiles. You guys got any more PM already back down to below half again. And I keep crashing into things because I got the erratic movement. Extra life. Extra life? You know what? I don't care if it's a death. Extra life is better than a health. Okay, I took some easy crashes that time that should have been clear misses. I needed to emphasize my dodging. This is an early shmup and nothing attacks from the left, so it's perfectly fine for me to just sit right here and dodge everything else. I do not need to be crashing into things. Not even for the P, I'm already at almost max. I was almost at almost max. I like feeling those ones look really slow. They're big, slow targets, so I feel entitled to them. More M, take an M, give it M. And then that's fine anyway, I got so many missiles. I have never ran out of missiles so far today. Homing missiles, it calls it. It just went right over that guy. Surely you guys got some P for me. No P? Well, now I'm making backwards progress now that we lost the E. Push the E till I need it. See, that thing's not too bad if I got lots of room for maneuver. Kinda got caught in a bad place the last time, or just like a full barrage to the face. It's not even round 4 yet. See, this is what I want to see. I want to see P after P after P. Already back down to half. Man! And then I hit a mine. I'm not a deer in the headlights when these guys come up. There's just not much space to maneuver when they got the missiles coming in from top and bottom to coordinate right on top of me in the middle. You gotta give me more power up here. B! Somebody get the eraser. Scrub that little bottom bit out of the B. You meant to give me a P. You meant for more health before we go into the core. They're just mocking me now. One hit KO, and there's a one hit, there's a KO. I don't feel my problem is not killing things fast enough, it's just more me getting hit too much. So stay in gear walk. Crash into things less. Hopefully face tank missiles less. And not get bonus point power up when the game really means to give me more power. Dude, that's a good dodge. Sometimes they give me space to dodge. What's the catch? That's the catch, more missile guy right after. But this time I didn't fall into his trap. Blue laser's okay, I could take a blue laser or two. I feel like I can bait those out to make them launch their missile to one place and then move someplace else. So I think for those, as long as I'm moving, I might be okay. In particular, if I like start low then go high, or start high then go low. Extra life! Oh, my precious beauty! More missiles. I haven't got to much use of missiles, because by the time I use it, most enemies are either dead already, or they've maneuvered out of its range. That thing really want to crash into me. Stage 3 finally done! Took too many lives, but it's done! Two lives to get through this stage and the next. Come on, stage 5, we can do it. We can clear 5 rounds in one game, can't we? Was a bit late on picking up that P, but I wanted to make sure there wasn't any big missile dude right behind it. I wanted to keep my P, thank you very much. Some laser impacts, I'm not crashing into anything. I'm not crashing into anything, not taking anything harder than a blue. So the health situation is still good. Bonus. Given the nature of the game, I feel insulted by just bonus point pickups. This is a game of attrition. You will take damage, regardless of what form you're flying in. That thing's rough, because I feel like I gotta take some hits, depending on the layout of other enemies, in order to get a shot in. So much sweat! Pete! Is that how I got through all the way to stage 5 the first time? Just getting really lucky with the power-ups. And then mathematically impossible to lose at that point. Round 5 coming up now. Round 5's all I need. The game actually does get pretty tough pretty early in. I'm sure that a more skilled schmupster than I could get to maybe stage 10 easily enough before they start to sweat. But I am no pro. I'll be happy enough just getting through one difficult stage, and then seeing how far we go after that. Better be extra life sound. What was it at? I'm at 870,000 points. And I don't know when the came in. $800,000 maybe? Given how quickly the score is rising here. That's okay, take some blue laser hits, but I didn't take the missile swarm, so health is still okay. Blue is fine, it's almost no. Oh, I gotta crash! Come on! You guys gotta stop bobbing and stop bobbing and weaving and start dying for me. That B is my last power-up for a good long while, maybe until we get to the green zone. P! Oh, thank you. Always happy to be proven wrong. Triple laser hit in a row is still better than missile, so I'm cool. But a missile hits anyway. Then double the mine hit. And then another crash. It's okay, we got the score one up earlier. One left! Are you telling me I was at 0 when I got score 1 up? Holy shit! Extra life when I'm at full health. That was like 3 missiles tops that hit me. 3 missiles tops is all it takes to get halfway down on health. But that P still only took me to half, given how much damage I had. You guys got any more P's there? This round is making me compile in my head a tier list of things I'm okay crashing into. M? I don't need M. Missiles feel useless. If I see a big enemy swarm come up, and I press the select button, by the time my finger lands and the missile goes out, the threat's already behind me. Maybe just have to be more predictive with it. They do give me loads and loads of missiles. I send out a swarm and only one missile hits. And then I crash. I fucking crash again. I keep spamming my missile, but I just don't run out. Still visually at 6. Okay. Now that's gonna be it for a while. I gotta at least get to the green, don't I? We're still all the way back here, but we would just now hit the space mines. I'm lucky if my missile swarm hits one enemy. That's not very good. That's a double crash. I wanted to shoot it, and instead it slid right into me. Come on, we just... Game over! Game over on round 5 again! Is it doable? It's gotta be doable. I know it's doable. They've got to the stage 5 twice now. It's too early for GG, Hordian. We gotta actually finish the stage first. Let's give it one more go. We got time tonight. We only have to do 5 rounds. Hordian, you said this game is underwhelming. It's easy. I was just a child. Child me wasn't good at games. So 5 rounds should be easy peasy, right? 5 rounds is gonna be easy peasy. We're gonna get through this like it's nothing. That was 2 planes doubled up in 1 sprite. Imagine if I crashed into that. It'd be like an instant KO. Imagine someone taking this to GDQ, right? What would it even look like? A speed run to round 10 completion. And so, what would you even do with a speed run of Ness Macross? Would you be going into jet mode for most of it to try to just speed past enemies, pick up power-ups along the way for health and extra lives, and then go into Gerlock to clear out cores? Would you have to give a big estimate to account for all the deaths? I'm sure if you're playing this professionally, you could probably get a pretty good grasp of where everyone is going to be on a round-by-round basis, so you can kind of memorize it. But there's still a whole lot that's down to what luck you get with the power-ups. Unless there's some way to manipulate it, like every 10th enemy has a bomb or something. Which I doubt. Enemies on a belt, round by round, I think is how this goes, but power-ups I'm pretty sure are all random. How cool would it be if you could somehow manipulate the drops to get E pretty much every time? Grind E for a bit on an easy round, and then manipulate it to get P every round thereafter, I don't think it's doable. But what if? Damn, that brought me from 4 to 6 missiles. Probably beyond, so the missile isn't just one extra missile, it's a whole stockpile of extra missiles then. Which makes you wonder exactly how many missiles am I getting per M pickup. If it's loads, it could behoove me to be more generous with my missile spamming. But either it's a stage like this and I don't need it, or it's a stage like the next one in stage 5, and it ends up not being enough health. But all the rounds would be this easy, but then it wouldn't be Ness Macross, would it? 3 lives left, round 3. Am I gonna have a smoother round 3 than the last time? If I don't crash into anything, and these things are tough because they bounce around everywhere, and those things are tough because they spam missiles everywhere, and if I try to dodge them, I end up crashing into everything else. And the planes are tough because they go at a slight angle, which somehow makes it impossible to shoot them, but easy for them to crash into me. Fucking bonus points! I feel like I dodged it every single missile then. Back up to half health, thank you P. Generous P. One missile hit, that's okay. E! If I could survive this round and keep the E, that is a net gain. I would much like that. Except that requires getting a P before I die. Anytime up ahead, please. Health is getting pretty critical. Even if I get a P, it's only gonna be a band-aid. Give me that band-aid! Come on, I'm not gonna survive! I'm not gonna survive getting to the core without P! It's gonna be so cursed that the next power-up is a B. Oh! I know I was hiding behind a missile guy. So that's extra slick. Alright, just a core now. 3 rounds with no death, and if anything, we picked up an extra life along the way. 4 lives left to get through stage 4. Bring it! Stage 4 was no problem the last time. Stage 3 was tricky the last time, and it almost got me here too, but it was so close to getting me this time. So let's count on stage 4 being all reliable. It's okay. It's only the very beginning of the round. B is okay early on. Barely took any power loss. Didn't like eating that red laser. But that's okay, because Papa P is right here. See? Stage 4 is chill. Stage 4 is some crispy, cool lettuce between 2 layers of hot sauce. And I don't even know what the rest of the sandwich is made out of because we haven't gotten past round 5 yet. Accidentally dodged those missiles, I promise. That was not on purpose. And more P. What's the catch? What do you got up ahead here? No missile guy? They're being kind to me. They're giving me the stream luck. They've allowed me to have a few rough hits. And then now that we've established the stakes, it's being nice and giving me more health along the way. It just wants to make it a climactic fight to get here. Seconds. So they're expecting this to be a longer one. B is okay right now because I just have to survive to the end and I got plenty and plenty of HP. So B here, when I don't need the health, is simply a chance of building up to extra life from score quicker. Here we go. Round 5 again. With 4 lives this time. 4 lives and counting. That guy's a lot more aggressive. These guys are all more aggressive. Shooting missiles from earlier on if they can. So they just pop right in, let their load out, and it can barely dodge in time. And when they do, they blast their laser right away to make sure I don't give chase. Keep it coming. Keep all these P's coming, and this is gonna be a smooth sailing level. I don't think I'm gonna get the smooth sailing level. I don't want to jinx it by begging for more P's. I'm just gonna execute. Just gonna focus on game. But a P would be appreciated about now. bit ahead, but I wasn't close enough ahead, or far enough ahead, where those missiles of the second swarm actually hit. Alright so far, doing very alright so far. That was a missile hit. That was 2 missile hit. Come the fuck on! I only had a narrow corridor there! That was unfair. Come on, put those missiles away! They're gonna kill somebody here! 3 lives? 3 lives left? It's tempting to stick in the jet mode, just to get through it faster. But I know that way is foolishness. That way might scroll faster, but I can't dodge any faster. And a thinner profile instead of a long profile. So it helps me not against missiles. Oh, they're being nice to me. Double power-up. Extra life and more missile. They're telling me to just use it. Where was this power-up density before? And how could I maintain this power-up density? I'm not doing anything different, am I? I don't think I am. Is it because I'm using more missiles, and more missiles means more power-up? Because I'll use more missiles and that's a benefit. Ugh, too many missile hits, too many crashes. You guys just keep those extra lives coming. Wasn't much I can do about that. That guy was trying to crash into me. I won't say no to a P, even if it's too early to help much. I appreciate the sentiment, and would rather like if they would continue to be so generous. So much sweat. Not because it's hot, just from putting all of my calories into my hands, into my thumbs. Hot hands. Now, this is canonical as per the Macross movie, Do You Remember Love? It's revealed about 43 minutes in that they do actually have the ability to pause their space battle and get as much drink as they need before continuing. Okay. Let's do it. You can't spell generous with a B. This feels like equivalent exchange. They give me an E, and then they give me a B afterwards. And then all the missiles. All the missiles right afterwards. They're so cruel about it! We passed 800,000 points, but I don't hear the pum of the extra lives. So maybe it's like 850,000? Did not need to crash there. Did not need to hit those missiles. Oh, maybe this is gonna be one for the time then, because I do want to finish stage 5 at least. 4 is too low a number to consider this game properly conquered. It's an endless game, so I don't expect that I need to go all the way to stage 225 and loop over. But I would like to at least beat 5. How nice would it be if missiles could beat other missiles? I was already at such low health. Man, I'm not gonna do it. This isn't gonna be one today. Who would have guessed that the NES Macross would actually be the one thing that defeats me? Maybe there is no score 1-up. What I thought was a sound of a score 1-up, or just some other incidental sound, some power-up pickup I simply did not see. Extra life is alright, it keeps me in the fight longer. It's basically a reset. Nullifies this upcoming death and gives... The P was right there! The P was right there, gang! On the plus side, we'll get 1,000,000 points. 1,000,000 points is nothing to sneeze at, right? I just ate so many missiles off that guy. My missiles do jack shit. Their missiles have the eyes of God attached to them. Notice my score, though. As soon as it ticked over 1,000,000, it rolled over. So I'm not sure if internally it's tracking that it's actually at like 1,007,900. Or if there's no consideration and it does just roll over. If the score does just roll over, this is 1985. You count integer overflows winning your books, Hordian? That's what I was thinking, right? Like, round 5 is my white whale. Round 5 is what I want to beat. But if this is actually an overflow of the score and not just the high score isn't visible beyond this point, if it's a visibility thing, that's one thing. If it's visibility and when I game over, it'll show me the full million on the main menu, that's one thing. But if this is overflow and they're expecting Guinea, you've already got 1,000,000 points, you won, you're doing fine, then I guess we could count that as a kind of win. I was thinking the same thing there, Hordian. I guess we'll find out after this game over, huh? After this game over in particular. Well, I guess it doesn't really have a high score table, does it? No, there you go, there you go. Hold on. Reset. Where's my reset? There. I pause it there, right? It does indeed show the million. Yeah. 1,000,000 and 100-something thousand and so on, so on, so on. So it is just a visibility thing. Unfortunately, it seems that even though this is a win, I am going to need to concede defeat for tonight, though. I think that reaching stage 5 and getting 1,000,000 points, that is laudable. That is a victory and a half. So, at the very least, I cannot be unhappy. But I do think that stage 5 at the minimum is a realistic goal. The game's an infinite looper. We won the moment that we beat round 1. And everything else has been after. Everything else after that is challenge. And I guess if you're a Macross fan in 1985 and all of your friends are playing the NES, I guess it would be playing the Famicom Macross, then it'd be a competition of, well, how far could you get? What score did you get? I got 1,000,000 points. That's impossible. It rolls over. Nuh-uh, nuh-uh. Look at my high score. I got to stage 6. That's impossible. I've only got as far as stage 4. It couldn't beat stage 5. So, you know, it's arcade in the purest sense of the word. It's grab your controller, push your buttons, try to get as far as you can, have a good time doing it. As far as the game is concerned, it is one, but it's all about the challenge. I do want to come back to this someday. And at the very least beat stage 5. Stage 1 is at least more than Kid Me would do. Kid Me would die so quickly. But it still left an impression enough that seeing Macross play the SNES Macross was enough to respark all those memories of everything rushing back, and then rebuild the desire to want to play this game anew. And I got to play this game anew, and we got to have quite a lot of fun with it. I'm happy. Someday I'll beat round 5, but that day is not going to be today. This triple Guinea versus Childhood Bootleg Plug-and-play edition is a good success for making good progress and getting personal completion through 3 games that to varying levels hounded me. I wasn't exactly losing any sleep over Popeye, you know? But it was fun. 3 things knocked out. And I guess we'll see what we do next. Stream is kind of in a holding pattern right now. Since I don't really want to take on any big projects of big games for the time being. September is coming up. Which means not Silksong, which means the final Golden Idol, Rise of the Golden Idol DLC. If it follows the same pattern as the prior 3 DLCs were released, could be September. So, looking forward to that. I don't really want anything in the way when that comes out. So, depending on when it comes out, I want that to be the next thing, but it's not going to be the next thing. And then we got things queued up for the Halloween month. But heck, if the stores have got Halloween stuff since July, and now that it's late August, they've already got the Christmas stuff competing for space the Halloween stuff. Maybe September could be the spooky month annex. And we can get started on this year's spooky project before it gets too hot. Remember Hordian? Playing Spirit Hunter NG last year, and it was so hot in October that there were times when I would just go dead brain stare at the game because it was too hot for my brain to function correctly. So maybe now's the time before the heat gets too bad. Either way, naturally, we're gonna toss the stream on over to a Macross raid. New game based on Space Adventure Cobra is what he's playing. And is what we are going to watch while I make myself some chicken dinner. Also, won't be here tomorrow, because tomorrow we got the Weird Al concert. Weird Al is actually playing somewhat locally. So no stream while I go prepare myself to watch Weird Al. So when I come back, we'll have Weird Al stories to share. How's that? So now, folks, for now, thank you all for watching. This was a fun trip down memory lane, and we even had to have some victories. Always appreciate having you guys here. You all stick around for the raid. Say hi to Mac. Have a good rest of your night. Oh, I thought it was gonna be a wary I expect it to be fun. We had the My Chemical Romance concert back in July, and then Weird Al in late August. So it's been a fun few months. When I come by next, I'll say exactly how fun it's been. But thank you guys for hanging. Stick around for the raid. Take care of yourselves. Have a good rest of your night. And I'll catch you guys next time. Later.